Hello, welcome to, where are my cameras? Welcome to Cranky Old Men. No, this is not. This is the unofficial CIM convention wrap and tap with Mining Now. It is sanctioned unofficially by CIM. It's a little complicated. And it's brought to you by Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer. I will be reading this. It's got over 600 beer reviews, news, and rants. Visit comdb.ca or just Google Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer, and you will certainly know when you have found it. We have an unofficial agenda. I am getting paid now to host beer shows. Hello, Roy Slack is one of the founders of Cranky Old Men. So thank you for bringing us this show.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to CIM for even allowing us to do this. We're going to talk about some of the events we had today. We're going to talk about some Mining Now episodes, and we'll review some beers. So, Rory, let's kick it off with you. Why the name Cranky Old Men?
Because it was originated by cranky old men.
Yeah.
While we were drinking beer.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We probably don't need to go much.
Wasn't a lot of thought that went into it, to be quite honest.
What beer have you brought for us today?
Well, we've got a stout, and we've got what we call an American blonde ale. These are both from breweries in Montreal.
Okay.
So we wanted to do the Montreal breweries. And the stout we've got, the oatmeal stout. Oatmeal isn't just for breakfast anymore, Jared.
Yep.
The oatmeal stout we've got is
Can you put that in cereal then?
St. Ambrose. Sure.
Oh, unreal.
St. Ambrose.
Where I've got to in my career.
St. Ambrose. And St. Ambrose is a street in downtown Montreal. It's also a church, and it's right across the street from McCausland Breweries, who are the brewers of this. So, and St. Ambrose is the patron saint of beekeepers. St. Augustine is the patron saint of brewers. So just a little bit of trivia for you. It'll help you out in Jeopardy.
Okay, and then that's this one. You and I are drinking the same one.
Yeah.
And then this one is which again? Sorry?
And this is called an American blonde ale is the type. And it's by the brewery is the Bilboquet, which is a microbrewery, and that translates to cup and ball. So what that is, that's not a sports. In case you're an athletic supporter, that's not a sports term. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. But what it is that toy. You remember the toy? There's a cup on the end of a stick and a ball on a string. No. Anyway. So that's the brewery from downtown Montreal, and like we talked about just before the show, this is a tribute to the 1972. What did they call it? It was the big hockey series between Canada and Moscow.
The Summit.
The Summit Series.
Summit Series, yeah.
Yeah, where Paul Henderson, a Maple Leaf, scored the winning goal in the last game. How about those Leafs, eh?
Uh-huh.
Pretty subtle how I got the Leafs into the discussion, eh? Yeah. How are the Canucks? How are the Canucks doing in the playoffs?
Hey.
Yeah, that's been well. Okay, let's crack these open. We got to keep the show rolling, gentlemen. So, I'm not going to announce every word of what we're doing here. I think the audience can see. Rory, do not spill stuff on my computer.
That's a little worrisome.
All the bartenders are going to see my lack of ability. Let's see how Rory's doing.
You know what we say? We say a poor pours a poor. So,
who says that, Rory?
I do. I just did.
You said we. I just thought maybe there was more people that said it.
Can we set this here? Is that a good shot?
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's
Jared.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
What do you want?
Roy,
a headshot for the show? Right?
I have to keep this moving. I'm going to hear about it from Angela. Yeah. So, what's sort of the agenda for the day?
Busy day at the conference, the AGM this morning. Anne Marie, who is current president, handed over the reins to Michael Cinnabon, who is with B2 Gold out of Vancouver.
Great.
And Ian Pierce is the incoming president, and they acknowledge Candace McGibbon as the incoming president-elect.
It's every year there's a new one, right?
Yeah. So the term for president is 4 years, incoming president-elect, president, past president. Yeah. And each year you have different duties. So that was the AGM. A lot of meetings with societies.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Not going to electrocute myself on this, huh?
I don't
Get
know.
careful.
We've never done it. Oh, that is good.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Good timing.
Yeah.
So the societies, lots of meetings, lots of short courses today.
Yeah.
And that's one of the foundational things of CIM is knowledge sharing. So that's an important part. Mining Education Committee met today, representatives from the different universities across Canada. Another important thing. Mining for Beer is on tonight, not an official CIM event. Yeah.
But Cameron does a great
I got a
job.
weather report. I got a weather report from Mining for Beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. High tonight, low tomorrow. And if you are from Montreal and heading home, you'll run into a cold front later in the evening. So
This Eastern Canadian humor is just...
So that's Mining for Beer.
Shocking.
We're in
It's shocking.
I'm trying to be professional here. We're in the expo, 469 exhibitors, including, of course, Mining Now. And tonight, also a very important event, the JT Ryan dinner for the JT Ryan award winners. And that's for the safest mining operations in Canada. So great recognition. So a very
JT Ryan,
busy...
could you tell the folks who JT Ryan is?
JT Ryan implemented some different safety systems in the early 1900s. So it's a long-standing award, very prestigious, awarded to mining companies. All of the award winners this year had 0 injuries for their operations for the year.
Really?
So they're examples to all of us. So,
No.
so very important. So that's the events. I'm sure I missed a number of them, but a very busy day. Very busy day.
We should cover some mining now. What we did
Absolutely.
here, we did 2. You hosted 1. You shook off some rust there.
No rust at all.
Yeah. How
No
many
rust
times
at
did you
all.
do your intro?
Oh, the intro? Oh, that was great. 5, 6, 8 times.
He was calling you Rusty. I thought it was Rory. I was a little confused for a minute there.
Well, Rory and Roy, that gives me a lot of grief when I'm trying to coordinate with you two. It's quite the thing. Who'd you have on? You had IBM?
So I had IBM on, yep.
Yeah. How was it? How was Nick?
Fantastic. Yeah, I was second time on, so he was fantastic.
What was sort of was there sort of a standout moment in that interview?
Yeah, just that it takes with some of these companies, it can be 5 to 10 years to fully implement the technology that they're working
Really?
on. So if they have a lot of changes, then it gets kind of scattered. But if they can get the same people going on the same page, that's a long time.
And you talked about chess.
Yeah,
I walked by and I heard a chess conversation.
well, just with their AI model, which you've heard of, Watson, for a long time. And he's I guess he does stuff at the Masters, so I don't actually know what that is. And then chess and the game Go as well.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Not go, stop, Roy.
Do you play chess, Roy?
I don't.
Well, sometimes I thought you play a little chess.
No, you might have heard I had a checkered past.
I can't. I'm moving on.
You walked into that one.
Okay. And then I interviewed Sophie. I interviewed Gus, who owns Sophie. More safety. You've got quite a. He was actually gossiping about some of the innovations and sort of the standards you put in place at cementation back in the day for safety.
The company just won a safety award for an innovative a safety mat. When you step on it, it stops the machine. So anyone getting near moving equipment, it stops. So there's lots of great safety innovations going on in the industry.
I don't want to get too serious for a moment, but we've got 125 years behind us, and obviously safety now has done so many advances. People like Gus, just even connecting people from the executive level right down to the person pulling a wrench. Why was it for you? I interviewed you a few years ago, and you talked about it, but why was it such an important thing for you?
I think, anyone that's really been involved in safety, there's usually a personal reason. And early in my career, I was on a project and there were 3 fatalities on the project. And as a young engineer, I just couldn't fathom that. I couldn't understand how that would happen in our industry.
People just not getting home.
And but there were lots of people who wanted to change it.
Yeah.
But the change happened slowly, and the change is still happening. But a huge difference in the last 40 years, as you would expect. And it's really encouraging to see. And I think technology is the next step.
Yeah.
We've had process, we've had culture, and now technology is the third piece that's going to next step change.
But people should still drink beer when they're safely, of course.
Yeah.
You Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer reviews beers.
Yeah.
You've got lots of opinions on there as well. So
It's a very different website because, first of all, we're not selling anything. And my accountant has talked to me about that.
right.
I can't
must be
expense any of the
thrilled.
beers because we have no revenue, but that's a different interview. But yeah, we're just it's 4 guys that played high school basketball together. We go to a Raptors game once a year. And with the pandemic, we missed one, so we were just sitting at the cottage drinking some beers. And
Yeah.
next thing you know, it was just a private website, and then we took it public.
Yeah. How would you review? Let's wrap up with you reviewing these beers.
Okay, well, I've actually reviewed this one before, but
Okay.
it was in my beer fridge, and it was a Quebec beer, so I wanted to bring it down and let you try it. This is it's a nice full-bodied stout. It's not something I would recommend to someone who's never had a stout before, but a stout drinker
got a little
could really
punch.
enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's not weak, but it's not crazy strong. There's some stouts out now that are way up there, and they're a little
Do
bit
you like
harsh.
that when they start getting that? Just it's too
9-10% is almost like wine almost.
Yeah, there's a few of them that make it work, but in general, it's really hard to get up there without, you become a sipping stout
Yeah.
instead of,
Have 4 or 5 stout.
yeah, tap out stout.
How do you rate Rory? Well, how do you rate on your website? Like
Okay, so
9
we-
out of 10, or how does it
We
go?
rate out of 20, and super suds are 15 to 20.
Okay.
Honorable mention is 11 to 14. Pours are 7 to 10, and the dregs are under that.
Where does this one get in?
That one got a 15.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it was good. It ranked as quite a good beer. There's some better stouts, but it's quite good.
What about Rory's? Where is his?
I haven't done that one.
Oh.
So I'm waiting for an expert review.
Okay, so out of 20 then.
Oh, let's make it out of 10. We'll make it easier.
No, 20 is great. 20 is great. Making fun of my count.
But you got to actually rate it though.
Oh no, I'd give it a 14.
You give it a 14.
Absolutely.
Oh, why 14? You just one below that 15 mark.
Well, because Roy's the expert, and I don't really want to be like matching that, so I'm just gonna go 14. And a beer after a couple shows on a Sunday night,
Yeah.
fantastic.
All right. Well, gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up before you guys go off the rails. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to get this name right. Rory did come up with this name. Unofficial but sanctioned CIM Convention Wrap and Tap with Mining Now, brought to you by Cranky Old Men Drinking Beer. Whoa. Okay. See you.